Hey, what's up everybody? Brian here with the Holy Roller playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. But what does a free cruise really cost? Let's talk about it. Here we go.
Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps, earning free cruises, and a whole lot more. Thanks for watching. Now let's get rolling.
All right, I have a cruise coming up on the Wonder of the Seas out of Port Canaveral, and I wanted to break down my costs for you. And I'm also, when I get on the cruise, I'm gonna do another video that kind of shows all the ins and outs of how winning a free cruise or earning a free cruise works, but also how much it costs. Okay, so make sure to subscribe if you would like to stay tuned for that video. And basically, this channel is all about learning how to get a free cruise offer. Actually, look, there's a lot of offers that come in, but I'm gonna show you how to get in to the system and be able to get a free cruise. And also, people ask all the time, how much money should I bring? So I'm gonna be talking about that as well, okay? Before we go any further, let's get the travel out of the way, okay? So some people have to fly in, get a hotel the night before. Some people can drive right to the port. So travel's gonna vary. So I'm averaging this based on if you're closer, it's gonna be a lot less expensive, but whenever you talk about the cruise, you know, you get this cruise fare, all you have to do is pay taxes and port fees, but you have to get to and from the port from your house. And so let me just break this down. I'm gonna say for flights, around, because I'm gonna do two, because this is a cruise offer for two, okay? So I would say for flights, between $1,000 to $1,200 for flights, depending on where you are in the country. Hopefully you have a credit card that has airline miles or some type of point system that you earn free flights. Okay, now if you don't, that's a hack that you need to get going. Okay, now so let's say $1,000. Let's just say $1,000 for the travel on flights. You'll also have to get a shuttle or an Uber from the cruise. Well, from the airport to the cruise port, and maybe from the airport to your hotel, and then from your hotel to the cruise port, something like that. So I'm saying about $100 when it comes to having money for Uber, okay? So let's say we're at $1,100 now, and then of course a hotel, maybe $150 to $200, I'm not sure. Let's just round it up and say the total cost for all of your travel and food before and after is $1,500. Now, some of you might be able to do it for $500 or less or whatever, but let's say it costs $1,500 for you to get to your free cruise. Now, this free cruise that I have is on the Wonder of the Seas. You can simply go over to RoyalCaribbean.com. You can look up your date of the cruise. Notice this cruise has a certain price because I have a balcony, but once you go to a balcony, then you want an ocean view balcony, and it turns out that this cruise is $5,112.54, but I don't know if you can see that right there. You actually only have to pay $315.54, so that's a total savings of $4,797. Now, if you take your $4,797 and you minus your $1,500 that it takes to get there, then you're probably only saving about $3,000 on this cruise. So it's still costing you about, well, we said about $1,500. That's with the taxes and port fees. Say $1,200 and plus the tax and port fees like $300, so $1,500 altogether. So you saved $3,000, but it's only really cost you out of your pocket about $1,500. Okay, now how can you get it for absolutely free? Some of these offers and some of these certificates actually come with free play. I've gotten $1,000 worth of free play before, and if it cost me $1,500 to get there and I have $1,000 of free play and plus $100 of onboard credit, then really this cruise is only costing me $400. Now, I happen to get the free flights and free hotel stays So I don't really have that $1,500 cost. So imagine I pay the $315 for the taxes and port fees for 2 people, by the way, and we're there for $300, but I have $500 credit once I get on board. You know, this is how it truly becomes a free cruise. But not everybody can start that way. You have to work your way up there because there's other things involved when you get on a cruise. If you're going to do an excursion, it could cost you more money. Now, the food is included. The entertainment's included. Excursions are extra, and drink packages, for example. Like a drink package would be about $88 a day or $90 a day, whatever you want to say. But this is the thing. You can't just buy one. So you'd have to buy 2. So that's $1,200. $88 a day for seven nights or 7 days is like $600. So $1,200 if both of you are going to get the drink package. If one of you got the alcohol drink package and one of you got the non-alcohol drink package, which they allow you to do, that's about $850. So you would have to, if you want, like, I mean, they have water, tea, lemonade, punch, and, you know, like coffee, like regular coffee, not specialty coffee. But they have all that to drink. But if you really want to get extra drinks, that's going to cost you. If you want the drink package, it can put you back another like $850. But I'm going to show you how, and I'm going to tell you how to get that for free, okay? The other thing I'm going to show you how to get for free is internet while you're on board. I'm going to explain that too, because internet is like $25 a day, or like, you know, it could be like $150 to $200 per cruise that you go on. So this really adds up. If you're not careful, it can really add up. So let's talk about what this channel is all about, is playing craps in the casino to earn points for a free cruise. Playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. I've found that craps is, for me, the best way to earn points with the least amount of money. Now, as far as time, the tables, it's time at the table and average bet. For your time spent, you'd probably get the most points in the whole casino, believe it or not, on roulette. Roulette. But roulette's, you can lose money as well at the same time. So if you're ready to put in time and money, then go to roulette, okay? And when I say time and money, let me just give you this example and we're just going to put this example for all games, even though this is really just slots. But most people, they equate that you're pretty much buying points. You know, you're spending money in the casino and you're getting points. And it turns out, on average, I think most people, and this is not a guarantee, but most people equate, because after they play, they equate like, okay, how much money did I lose and how much points did I get? In other words, they're trying to figure out how much dollars per point did they earn, right? So on average, when you play slots, and I could be wrong, but and I just say that disclaimer for the people that are probably going to make a comment, but I could be wrong, but it's roughly $1 per point on slots, meaning that if you want 2,000 points, you're going to probably want to bring $2,000, okay? Now on roulette, I would say it's probably half that. So $1,000 can get you 2,000 points. And on craps, it's probably about the same as roulette, but the reason why I like craps is because you don't have to bet all the time. So if you're a seasoned craps player, if you watch the channel, I've gotten 2,000 points before using $300, and I won $100. So I had $400. I actually have $450, but I started with $300, left with $450, and I had 2,000 points. So I don't know, that maybe people could do that at roulette. I'm not sure. People say go to video poker. You know, basically slot machines, $1 through a slot machine. Once you get up to $5, you get 1 point going through the slot machine. Now, because the slot machine pays back little, you know, hopefully you hit the jackpot, right? Then it won't cost you anything, right? Just buy the cruise, right? But basically, when you put $5 through a slot machine, it is 1 point. So for 1,500 points, you would need like $6,000. Okay, I think if my math's correct, $6,000 going through the machine. Now, most people that play slots are just gonna say this. Well, I didn't bring $6,000. How did I get that many points? You can't lie to the machine. You put money through there. Yes, you won, and then you went down, back up and down, right? And you're just pressing the button, and you don't realize how much money is going through the machine because you're winning a little bit back as you go. And you put $6,000 through the machine when you only brought 1,000 or 2,000, right? And you're like, I only brought 2,000. Yes, but the way you got those points was the money going through the machine. You don't realize the wins unless you get that big hand pay or jackpot win. Then you realize, whoa, I won a lot of money. You don't realize you're winning as you go because it's just right there going up and down, just playing for a long time. And so that's slots. When it comes to video poker or the video blackjack, video poker, stuff like that, it's $10 for every 1 point. However, you do win a little bit back. The payout on the slot machines is maybe 80 to 90%, and the payback on the video poker is like 90 to 95%. So it's a higher payback, but you have to be the one that's lucky enough to be there when it's paying out. That's a disclaimer. So do your own research, okay, for all this stuff. But so what about getting into the system here? Because once you get into the system, they start sending you postcards for free offers all the time. Some people have so many offers they can't take them all because they don't have enough vacation time to take off work to take all of their offers. And look, even one for the icon and the star, the new one coming up, I got an offer for that. So with all that being said, I'm going to talk to you really about how you can get, let's say 2,000 points, okay? And when you go on your cruise, if your goal is to get 2,000 points, you can actually go to Royal Caribbean, the Royal Caribbean website. I'll put the link in the description. Basically, you can look at the free offer certificate that you're gonna get when you earn 2,000 points on board, and you can go through. And so let's go through this, and you might say, oh, let's look through, oh, here's one, the Harmony of the Sea on May 4th. Harmony of the Seas on May 4th. It's a balcony. And so you say, okay, that's the one I'm shooting for, and I know I need 2,000 points for that offer. Then you go over to, and this is how I do it, okay? So I'm kind of just explaining to you how I would do it. I pick the cruise that I'm shooting for. I know I need 2,000 points. And so because I know I need 2,000 points, I'm gonna bring $2,000. But the thing is, I don't want to overpay for the cruise. So if I lose all $2,000, I still want to have a good deal, right? I still want to have a bargain, right? I still don't want to pay full price. And this is the way you don't have to pay full price ever again if you use this kind of formula system, whatever you want to call it, strategy. The main thing is I'm going to look at Royal Caribbean and find the cruise that I chose. Okay, so then I go to Royal Caribbean. I see that, oh, here's the Harmony of the Seas on May 4th. Here's the balcony, and then here's the main prize. And so I know it's around $4,000, and I know it's going to cost me about $1,000 to get there. So I know if I bring 2,000 and 3,000, and I spend, so I bring 2,000, and I have 1,000 it takes to get me there and back, then I know that I'm at least going to get $1,000 discount on top of the discount that Royal Caribbean gives. I know I'm at least, because I'm only going to have to pay the taxes and port fees. As you can see right there, the taxes and port fees, just a couple $100. All right, with all that being said, what do you do for free drinks? Like a drink package. Now, I said there are the free drinks that are included, but what about drinking alcohol or having specialty drinks and all that at the bar? You can use the points that you earn in the casino to get those free drinks for over a year, meaning that once you get to 2,500 points in a calendar year, well, the calendar year for Club Royale and Royal Caribbean is between April 1st to March 31st. So between April 1st to March 31st, any cruises that you go on, if you earn 2,500 points within that time, you will have free drinks in the casino as long as the casino is open. Free drinks in the casino, and it will last from when you earn it. So say it's April and it goes around to March, but say you earn it sometime in that year. When that happens, you start earning free drinks. Then when April 1st comes along, you are prime, what's called prime in the casino, for the following year. So it's the year you earn it and the following year that you would have free drinks on any cruise that you go on with Royal Caribbean, just for getting 2,500 points. Now, in our example, we're trying to get 2,000 points for a free cruise. But what that will do is that will give you that Harmony cruise that you chose, if you'd like, or any other ones on the list. But then it'll also, I think, at 2,000 points, you'll definitely get put into the system where you start receiving, hopefully, offers every month. Sometimes people are calling them weekly offers. They get weekly offers every week. And yes, these all came in within the last month. So yeah, you get a lot of offers to come back. So and this is not just me, it's some of my household as well, just so you know. So with all that being said, it's really important to get the 2,000 point certificate or the 2,500 points because you get free drinks. Now, what about free internet? Now, imagine you go and you average about 2,000 points per cruise or 2,500 points per cruise, and you happen to cruise 10 times in a year, whether it's a weekend cruise or whether it's, a 4-night or whatever. Like you're able to cruise about 10 times a year and you're averaging 2,500 points. The main thing I'm trying to do with the math, like 2,500 points and 10 cruises, which means you're getting 25,000 points in a year, and that's when you get free internet. Now, there is the Crown and Anchor Society where you get 2 free days of internet or 1 free day of internet. If you get to Diamond or Diamond Plus or even beyond, you get internet. But with the Signature in the casino, which is the prime, and then Signature is the next level at 25,000 points, then you get free internet for, just like you get the free drinks, then you get free internet for the year you earn it plus the following year, and that can save you like $200 every cruise. Okay, so when it comes to the savings, you can really add up the savings and you can save a lot. But let's say it's 80% off, like as an example. Let's say you get 80% discount on your cruises. Like, I know for me, going on a cruise a lot of times, because of the food and the entertainment and the things to do, like when you're at home, you go out to eat, you go to the movies, you do stuff. There's stuff that you do that costs you money when you're at home. And sometimes for me, it's less expensive to be on a cruise than it is at home because everything's included on the cruise, especially when you get to this level where internet's included, drinks are included. So a lot of stuff is included, and even sometimes there are excursions that are included. That some of these offers, they give you like an excursion at the private island where you get to go into the adult only area or whatever, so that usually costs. What I'm saying is savings really adds up. Let me just tell you about this really quick. When it comes to knowing how much points you have and tracking it, I would suggest you go over to holyroller.com and buy this dice tracker. You could use it for anything, but it does have tracking, and it has it has a place where you can actually track everything that you do on the cruise, like the date, the time in, time out, how much time you played, what you started with, what you ended with, how many points you got from that session. And you could just record all of your stuff towards a free cruise. So go over to holyroller.com and grab one of these. That'll support the channel. So thanks for doing that. Okay, there's the little commercial. But let's get to the point of why I bring a certain amount of money. Remember when we were talking about how much the cruise costs? If you're going to get a cruise, like this one I'm going on, would have cost $5,000 plus the $1,500 getting there and back. So it would have been $6,500 for this week-long vacation cruise. Most people were like, oh, I can't afford that. There's two things. They either can't afford the cruise or they can't afford to go on vacation because they have to work, right? So they don't have time off work or whatever. But what if it was 80% off, an 80%, 90% discount on your vacation? Now, you might say, well, I can't cruise every month. What are you talking about? There's no way I can even cruise once a year. Well, if you want to cruise once a year, you can go on a cruise, earn a certificate. Those certificates have dates that go all the way through the next year. It's like a year long, and there's dates all throughout the next year. What that means is you would be able to go on a cruise, earn a free cruise, and then the following year you can go on a cruise and earn a free cruise. Like every time you go on a cruise, you can earn your next cruise, which it's always good to have a vacation that you're looking forward to. Now you might say, well, when I'm on the cruise, 1 year from now, I don't know if I'll be able to do that vacation. Well, you actually have 30 days from when you leave the cruise to pick a date. So you'll have time to go back to work, talk to your boss, talk to whoever you need to talk to, or plan out the fact that you have a cruise booked 1 year from now, or 6 months from now, or 3 months from now. Like there's time, you have 1 month to choose the cruise that you're gonna go on. And so finally, I wanna talk about how much I would take. And that is the fact that, like I said, if this cruise that I'm going on cost me $5,000, and the cruise that I'm shooting for cost me $3,000, I'm probably only gonna bring like the way I think about it is I'm bringing about 75%, between 66 to 75% of the money that it would cost because of the travel costs that I have, okay? So when that comes down to it, if I have a $4,000 cruise, simple math is don't bring more than $4,000, but I always like to bring like $3,000 if it's a $4,000 cruise, between 2 to 3. And if it's a $5,000 cruise, I'd probably bring between 3 to 4, like $1,000 less. Now, most of the time when I do this, I get free play in the casino because these certificates come with free play up to, there's a lot, but I've gotten up to $1,000 worth of free play, which means I don't have to bring as much cash, okay? I could use the free play to get started, or whatever. So basically, this is kind of how I bring it, and I bring it like this for tips, for everything. I at least bring $100 in ones. Okay, this is for tips, for drinks, all that kind of stuff. A lot of times they might not have that, okay? I bring $100 in fives also for tips. And then I bring $100 in tens and $100 in 20s, and then the rest money I bring. So I bring $400, $100 each in all those denominations. And so that's the 1, 5, 10, and 20s. And then I just bring the rest in hundreds. This is only $1,000. When I was holding it earlier, it probably looked like a lot more, but it's only $1,000. So on my next cruise, even though it costs $5,000, I have some free play. I'm bringing $1,000. So this is for tips and everything. I'm bringing $600 for the craps table, and I'm going to use $600 to earn 2,000 points at the craps table. Because for me, craps is the best because you could put your bets out there and they stay there. Every other game in the casino, you have to rebet after every hand. With the cruise and playing craps on a cruise, you could put your money out there. Any casino with craps, you put your money out there, it stays there, and they roll and they roll and they roll until a 7 comes, then they lose. So imagine every other game, it's bet once, and then after you bet once, it's one resolution, and then you have to bet again. You either win or lose, and it's one resolution. With dice, the reason why I like it is because with craps, you bet once, and there's multiple resolutions until what they call the ultimate resolution, the 7 out, and you lose your money, and then you have to rebet again, right? And so that's why I think I could do it for $600 instead of 2,000 points needing $2,000, okay? So I'm gonna do this, and you could watch the next video, subscribe to the channel, because that's going to be something that that I think each and every person can do. You have to know the game of craps, but I think you could do it. So let's follow the journey. I'm going to be going on a cruise. I'm leaving in a couple days, and then I'm taking the $600, and then you can subscribe to the channel and watch the journey there, or look. I've done it plenty of times. There's probably videos already on the channel of me doing it with like $300, $400, you know. And so that's something to think about when you talk about bringing money. If I lose all $600 and get 2,000 points and a free cruise, then I just paid $600 for a cruise, for a $3,000, $4,000 cruise. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's a good deal, don't you think? Of course, you say, well, I'm going to have to pay taxes and port fees, which will probably be another $300. So that's $900 for a cruise that would cost $4,000 or $3,000. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch this video if you'd like to see more, and don't forget to subscribe. Please watch this video and subscribe, and we hope to see you cruising. Is this what this said? Cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.